Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Agora Models special ROUTEMASTER build. So okay, I'm starting off tonight by apologising to everybody that I've not been around for a little while now, and I'm not going to be around much in the future, especially while Christine is poorly. So yeah, some of you know that my lovely wife Christine, she is poorly at the minute, and yeah, until she undergoes some more tests and everything, which may have to be in the hospital or something, we're not sure yet. So I'm not sure what is happening at home, so obviously you've got to bear with me if you possibly can, and if you would, I'd be very, very pleased if you could please bear with me and Christine. And so I'm going to say that tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday and Thursday of next week, I don't think Christine will be around for them 3 shows, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And so let's fingers crossed and everything for the following week that she'll get better. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat and then we'll see what we're going to get on with, shall we? So first one in the chat is my mum, Mary Oglesby. Hello everyone. Hi, ma'am. And Pete, hope you're both well. And D Harris says, good evening, Sir Dave. Good evening, D. And Darth DMC says, evening everyone. Hi Darth. And Max Modz says, good evening everybody, looking forward to this. Send in thoughts to Chris. Please get better soon. I need my telling off, laughing out loud. Yeah, we all do, don't we? We all need our telling offs. So yeah. So, and Yorkshire Crafter says, good evening everyone. Hi Julie. And Horlix says, good evening. Really nice to have you back, Dave. Lots of well wishes to Christine. Yeah, thank you for that, Horlix. Very much appreciated. So Dave Matt Bill says, good evening, everyone. And again, and good luck with your builds and shows to Dave. Thank you, Dave Matt Bills. And Dave Matt Bill says, hope Christine gets well soon, Dave. Thank you for that. Thank you ever so much. So Max Mod says, please don't apologise, Dave. You're a good man and a husband and doing what you can. Doing what you're doing. Yeah, well, I'm just doing what anybody else would do, aren't I, really? So anyway, trying our best, really. So, and D Harris says, and a good evening to all in chat also. And Warren James says, hi all. And Dave, how is Christine? Yeah, she's not very well at the minute, and but hopefully next week we'll have some more tests undergone and see what we can see if we can get some answers. Hopefully we can. So Dave McBill says, evening, D Harris, Yorkshire Crafter, Max Modz and Horlix and Warren James. And then we've got Facebook user, hello Dave and Christine, hope you're feeling better, everyone watching and everyone watching. So, and then we've got Max Modz says, good evening D Harris and Dave McBills. Okay, and I think that's it for the chat for now. Okay, so what we're going to do then, so I'm going to add this to the stream and click on there. So I've decided that we're going to do some flooring tonight for this blue ROUTEMASTER, the South End ROUTEMASTER. We're going to put this bit of flooring together, which will be very easy, but we're also going to do this bit of flooring as well with the speaker. So and then I'm going to tell you where I'm up to, because this is actually going forward on the build by 2 issues, because I'm actually at stage I'm actually at stage 40, yeah. So pack 5, stage 40. So, and I'm sort of stuck at stage 40, and I'll show you for why in a minute. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the flooring together, and I'm going to show you what we've done flooring wise. Okay, just get rid of that. There we go. Let's change camera and go on to my what do you call it, camera, my webcam thing. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we've got these bits, and hopefully you can hear me and see me all right and everything. So and these are the flooring. So why have you got tape all stuck over this bit, Dave? Well, because I've been spray painting it silver. Okay, and I already did this one as well, silver. And that's because this is the underside of the bus. Okay, and if you've ever been the underside of a bus, you will tell that the floor, when you look up, especially the same as the chassis, is actually silver, or should be. And yeah, pretty much standard practice for painting buses underneath them was silver. So you couldn't just spray paint the chassis, you know, it went everywhere. So they sprayed the floor as well. So that's what I've been doing. I spray painted the floor today, and I've only put the tape on just to keep the west of the paint off. Now it doesn't matter because all this is going to be painted anyway. Just get rid of that. So that's my masking tape. Good old masking tape. You can't do without it, can you? So, okay, you might notice that there is a couple of places that's actually been caught by the paint, which that doesn't matter at all. And I'll show you for why in a second. Just place these bits together loosely for now. I'll show you for why, and that's because the floor is actually going to be this colour. So you remember the stairs that we did and the back platform? Well, to match this is going to be the same colour. So all this is going to be painted. And I did this by hand, and I'm going to do all this by hand as well. And what I did, I just mixed a few colours together off some weathering paints that I got, and some light brown and what have you, matte brown, and several other colours. And I just really mixed a few colours together to get this like cork effect, because the flooring on ROUTEMASTERs was like a cork effect. It wasn't orange like this is. So I am going to paint this floor in this colour, but not now, because obviously I want to put it together, and I wanted to see you guys what it's all going to look like underneath and everything. So, but yeah, that's the colour it's going to be, and you can tell that it's definitely different to that colour. So yeah, so any overspill of silver paint on here will just get covered up with this browny corky coloured colour, flooring colour that I've mixed up. So let's explain that one to you. So what instructions do we need then? Well, I'm using the harsher instructions, as you know, and but as you know, where's my banner gone? Come on, banner. Okay, you can get this from agoramodels.com. And so look on the website, and you can download the instructions to this and many other builds. And in actual fact, stage pack 8 is out now, and that's on the website. I haven't got mine yet, and I'm still working on 5, 6 and 7 for the blue ROUTEMASTER, but I'm up to date with the red ROUTEMASTER, so I'm waiting on pack 8 now for the red ROUTEMASTER. The red ROUTEMASTER will be finished well before this one, and that is because, of course, we're actually doing lots of modifications to this one, and you know, this is going to be extra special. So first of all then, if you go down to the download section on the Agora website, for this is pack 5, and in this section here it's stage 42, and it tells you to put this gearbox cover on, which is just there. And well, actually I'm going to leave that off, because I'm going to leave that colour, because it doesn't look too bad, and I might just weather it a little bit before I actually put that on there. And that's because I don't want to spill any other brown paint on it that I'm going to be putting on the flooring. So I'm going to leave this bit off, and it's only held on by JP screws, so it's not that bad, and I'll obviously put it somewhere safe. So what do we need next then? Well, we need next is the back section. Okay, so the rear section of the lower deck, and the speaker and the wire, and we need a little lump here for the rear diff of the ROUTEMASTER, which again won't be put on until I've got the brown on the flooring. So let's have a look then. So we need these bits here, and these are the speaker and the speaker box, and these go underneath the bus. And at some point, I'm going to have to spray these silver or paint them silver as well to match. But I will do that off screen, and I will pop them on. So I haven't got the mat on here tonight, and that's because later on I am going to be doing some painting, but not on screen. So sorry to disappoint you, but I don't feel confident enough to paint on screen live at the minute, especially with, you know, what's going on with Christine and what have you. So I want to be nice and relaxed and calm and take my time over it. But I will show you a bit later on what I'm going to be painting. Okay, besides this floor. Okay, so what do we need to do first then with this rear floor section? We need to assemble the speaker. Okay, so I'm going to put my instructions there. Just going to bring the chat back up because the chat's gone a bit mad. Okay, so let's bring the chat back up before we do what else. Let me have a slurp of my tea in the good old ROUTEMASTER mug. There we go. It wouldn't be my ROUTEMASTER stream without a ROUTEMASTER mug, would it? Right, let's have a look then, guys. So where are we? So D Harris says, Max Modz, Dave Mac Builds, good evening to you both. Warren James says, evening Dave Mac Builds. Yorkshire Crafter says, evening Dave Mac Builds. And Gillian Milne says, sorry I'm late, good evening to everyone. Hi Gillian. And then we've got the lovely Ian Campbell. Evening all. Hi Ian, thanks for joining. And Dave Mac Builds says, good evening Gillian. And Dave Mac Builds says, good evening Ian. Goodness me, the chat's jumping all over the place. So, and Ian Campbell says, hi Dave Mac. Gillian Milne says, good evening to Dave Mac. And D Harris says, evening Mr. Campbell. And Max Modz says, good evening Mr. Campbell. And Mr. Campbell says, hi Mark, Julie, Dave, Alex and D. And D Harris says, Yorkshire Crafter, Gillian Milne, good evening to you both. And then Gillian Milne says, good evening D Harris. Okay, I think that's the last one there. So there we are. Okay, so let's turn this around. And actually, we won't turn this around because it says in the instructions here that we've got to build this speaker. Okay, and you notice on this speaker that it has got a cutout. It's got a cutout there and there. And what else? It's got a cutout there. So, and they'll all come evident in a moment. So what are we going to need then? We're going to need this little bit here. We're going to need this little bit here, which is the speaker itself. And then we're going to need some screws. We're going to need some JP screws, aren't we? Okay. So let me try and get this in the right orientation for you guys then, and we'll start putting some things together. So the cutout is there. So let's put that in there then. So the speaker goes in, and the speaker wire comes out this cutout here, just there. And then we put this bit over the top with that open, but that doesn't go that way, it says. Let's just have a look. It might need to go a little bit further round. Yeah, it does, according to that. According to that, it goes a little bit further around, like there somewhere. And then the wire comes out that way. Like that. Actually, like that way. Come on, stay there. There we are. I do like things to be the right way around, if I can. Then that bit goes over there to hold the speaker in. And that would go over so that the green bit of the speaker is like uncovered a little. Come on, twist around a bit more. There we are. And just a wee bit more. Okay, and then we want some JP screws times 3. Okay, so I've got a little bag here of JP screws. Good old JPs. P for plastic, and that's because it is in plastic. And so we can get them in there. So yeah, we're hoping that Christine's going to be okay. We have got a big event coming up shortly. I aren't going to say exactly when, but we have got a big event coming up shortly, and we're hoping that she's going to be okay for then, because she is really looking forward to it. So, as I am too, and and it's a ginormous event. Everybody in the chat here will find out about it at some point, and everybody, no doubt, everybody on YouTube will find out about it as well. So. Really looking forward to this big event that we've got coming up, and not only is it a show, but it's actually a big meet as well. So we're having a big meet up and a show, and we really are looking forward to it. But as I say, I can't give you exact dates and everything because obviously for security reasons. So but we'll let you know on the day it happens, when it happens. So, and as I say, we're hoping that Christine is going to be right for that. So right, we've got them 3 screws in, and then we're going to put this on the flooring. So we need this bit of flooring turning upside down that way, and then I need to get it in the right orientation as well. So I believe it's that way. Okay, and then we need, I'm sorry, it's shining at you, isn't it? It's that silver. It's blinding me. It's the silver. Okay, and then we need to pop this in. So, and it's got to go in the right way with the wire coming out the back side of the flooring, and this is the back side because they go over the springs. And they go, it's quite obvious where that goes because it does sit over to raised sockets, shall we say. And then we pop it in again with the JP screws. Once we can get the in the right orientation. Come on. All right, I've got my head in the way I can't see. There we go, somewhere there. There we are. Just got to get me cable in the right way. Come on, come through the cutout of the hole. That's it. Okay. So I can get these screws out the bag now. We're just holding it with one hand. You have to be a bit of a contortionist, don't you, sometimes? Especially getting these screws in. So yeah, it's a black speaker on a silver background, yeah, and it soon won't be, guys. I will be painting it silver to match the rest of the underside, certainly before it gets added to the bus. And yeah, I want to do that so that it blends in nicely. And another thing I want to do is that I want to put some on the base of this bus that it's going to be stood on. I want to put some mirrors so that we can actually look underneath the bus, and we can see all the silver chassis and the silver brightwork and everything. Okay, so that's on there nicely. That's all it asks you to do in them issues, apart from putting this bit on here, and this bit on goes on here, and that's goes over the differential, which would be inside the bus, and that's so you wouldn't actually catch your feet on it. It would just it just rub off, and the bench seats would be here as well. So, and that's because the differential on a bus actually sticks up a little bit inside the bus, just to one side, and on elderly buses they didn't know really which way to do it, so they made like a little hump just over the rear axle, and it just covered the differential top of the differential so that it made sure that it didn't actually come through the floor. So, but I won't be adding that bit now because, as you know, I'm going to be doing this in a different color. So I'll be putting this bit where the other bit is, nice and safe. Okay, in one of my plastic pots. Okay, what's the next thing we're asked to do then? The next thing we're asked to do is to actually screw this to the other part of the floor. Okay, so this is the right way, that's the upside down way, and again this is from the right way, and that's the upside down way, and we pop it over there like that. Okay, and it's held together by 1, 2, 3, 4 JP screws. Okay, so I need the other pack of JP screws. I've just realised something. I've got a JP pack of screws somewhere. I think it's at the other side of the table. That's all right, because I've got plenty. That's all right. I aren't reaching across there now, just for 4 of them. So when I've got a packet right in front of me. So there we are. So we'll just put this together nice and simple. I'm on a solid surface, and I'm just going to start them off and then pop them in all the way along. Come on, here we go. Number 2. I'm just putting them in a couple of threads, and then I can get them in sort of evenly. You can see already that the underneath of this bus is going to want them screw heads painting silver, and it's going to want this box painting silver as well that the speaker's in. So, but that's absolutely fine, because we have enough silver to do that. And as I say, 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, if you walked underneath a double-decker bus or a single-decker bus over a pit or something, that would definitely be silver underneath, or should be, unless it's red rust, of course. So yeah, I've just got nipping them up now, so they're nice and tight. That's nice and tight. That comes out the hole there, and it's ready to go around the back. So, and that's nipped up. And now you can see there's a little bit of silver there. There's a little bit of silver on the front here, and there, and on that bit there, and on that bit there. But that doesn't matter, because as I said, that's going to be painted brown anyway. My special brown that I'm going to paint it. So as far as that issue is concerned, that's done for now, but there is this painting to do. We've nipped the floor up, so what's coming next then after that? Well, I do believe we start on the fronts and the backs of the seats to go in here. So it's going to take me a little while to get, obviously, a few more things done till I'm up to that stage. But the seats, I don't think I'm going to mod the seats on this bus. Apart from, perhaps I'll maybe do what I've done on the open top one, and I'll maybe paint the backs of the seats grey and fill the holes in where the screws are, because they are a bit, shall we say, in your face, them screws in the seat backs, aren't they? So I'll maybe fill them holes in at the backs of the seats and paint them grey, and then we'll have the normal red ROUTEMASTER cushion seats on, because that would have had that anyway. And so that'll brighten the interiors up of that, and it'll also make sure that we get rid of them nasty screws at the back of the seats there as well. So that's what I'm going to do to the seats. And you know what I'm going to do to the flooring, and yeah, so I think that's about it, apart from the fact that I obviously have to paint these bits here and silver. So yeah, it's just like blinding you, don't I? Sorry about that if you're watching on a big screen. So right, let's do away with that for a moment. Pop it over there, and I'll show you what else I've been doing. Okay, I didn't want to stop on too long tonight, guys, because obviously I am in between of looking after Christine as well, and you know, making sure she's all right and everything. So I don't want to stop on too late. But I will show you what I've been up to. So I think I might need, I was going to say I might need something else to go around there. Perhaps the yellow cover, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps the yellow cover. Let's put that on. See what this does. Yeah. So this is the windows for the cab. Okay. And if you remember, the windows for the cab, they wanted scraping because all the red paint wanted to come off them. And I've got the cab here, so I can show you roughly where they go. So here's the lovely cab. So the side window, this one wants to go in there. Okay, and it would go in there. But the outside of it, the very outside of it, wants painting white. And that's because it would just blend in a lot better then. Or maybe even it would do to have matte black on it to signify rubber. That might be a good idea. What do you think, guys? White or black to signify rubber? So there's just around the outside edge of that there, and I think you can see around the outside edge of that I mean. So, and then what have we got here? We've got the front ones. Okay, so we've got the little front one that goes in there, and that definitely needs to be white. Does that one? It's actually upside down. So, and I can't pop it in properly because of the thing. So, and then we've got the cab window as well that goes in that away. So that's upside down. So it goes in that away like that. That won't need painting black. That'll just need painting white around the outside inside edge. And so, and it's only this bottom bit of this one that will need painting white right up to the hinges. Okay. And then we've got the side one. Okay, the driver's cab side one. So which I've scraped off all the paint, you can tell. And that pops in there. And this one's going to be blue. So in fact, that's the wrong way around. Come on. Because don't they stick out that way? I can't remember. Yeah, let's have a look. Trying not to scratch it because I don't want it scratched. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to paint the outside edges of these blue so that it fits in nicely around the outside edge of the cab there. Okay. So Dave, I can hear you say, how did you scrape the paint off? Okay, well, I'll tell you and I'll show you. Okay, you need lots of patience. Lots and lots and lots of patience. And it does pay off. So I've got a couple of little scrapers like these. So, and just like, in fact, there's a lot of red paint still left on that one. So I've got scrapers like these. Okay, so these are just cheaper scrapers, knives, little cutting knives, and you can probably tell how big they are if I put my finger there. And basically all I do is go round the, let me just pick up my wedge here. So I've got my blue foam wedge, and I put the glass on there so that it wouldn't scratch the downside of the glass, and then I just literally just go right round the edge of the, and if you've got some false teeth in there, you'll be thinking, oh my god, don't do it, Dave, don't do it. And that's how I do it. So, and you sit there for about an hour doing this until you've got every little bit of red paint off it, very, very carefully. Okay, just nicely and carefully. And I can hear you all going, no, my fillings. Well, tough. You should look after your teeth. But that's what you do. Okay, and that's how I do it. And all the paint nicely scrapes off right round the window. You can tell that it's very difficult to get around these bits here. It is difficult to get around them bits there, but patience will prevail and it will come off. So, but be very careful not to scratch your window, of course, and that's why I'm, I have it on one of them, nice soft block, and you just sit there with some music on or something, just gently scraping away, just to take the red paint off. Okay, and that's how we do it. Okay, so I hope you've learned something from that, and hope that you can maybe take that challenge on one day of making your own modded ROUTEMASTER, and hopefully it'll look as good as what this is going to look when this is finished. So yeah, so what am I going to do tonight later on then, guys? Well, tonight later on I'm actually going to paint, not now because I can't do it on camera. I'm actually going to paint the blue around this one. okay, which is here in this tin. You can see the blue on there. And then I'm actually going to paint the white around the front one and the front hinged one, and that's actually here. And this is the special paint that I'd mixed up for me, and Verka Swiss, something like that. Well, it means white, so it's like an old English white. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing after the stream tonight, while I'm sitting and looking after Chris, and hopefully I can get these windows done, and then hopefully we can have the windows in there. In the next week or so, I want a few things doing. So in the next week or so, I want these vents painting, okay, which I've still got to paint. I want the windows in and painted, and then I want this getting ready to put on the chassis. So, and to do that, I've got just a couple of issues to do with the driver's cab. But hopefully that will be the next stream. We'll be putting the driver's cab together, and the steering wheel and the dashboard and everything, and I'll be painting inside here, inside the cab, and I'll be popping it all together, and waiting to make a stream to put this on the chassis. And I can't wait for that issue, I really can't. But for now, I've got some painting to do, and it's going to obviously be taking me a little while to do, nice and calmly. You need to do painting when you've got nothing else on, really. And this is how I got this made up, actually, into what they call a 1/4 litre. So this is the French blue, which is what I'm using there. And this one, I didn't want so much touch-up white, but I think I might go for a 1/4 litre, because I have got quite a bit of white to do, I believe, so on touch-up. So I might go back to them and get a 1/4 litre made up. Right, let me come back on chat, because I know there's been quite a bit of chat, and we'll have a chat about what's what. Okay, so Yorkshire Crafter says, evening Ian Campbell and D Harris. Max Modz says matte black, and Horlix says, oh, I think black, but you do it what you want, the original, what the original look like. And Jay's channel, hey Jay, Jay says maybe matte black. Yeah. And Jay's channel says, good evening, I hope everyone is okay and well. And Max Modz says, look after your teeth. I do, and they still fall out, laughing out loud. Yeah, so do mine. So do mine. And yeah, so I just thought it would make us all laugh, that, because well, I haven't got many teeth left, as you know. So I just thought it would just make us laugh. So, and goodness me, we needed a laugh. So right, let me come back on camera. Goodness me. So before this falls apart, we'll come back. Come on, get back on forward facing camera. There we go. Okay, so right, yeah, okay, a couple of thank yous to say, and that is, you've noticed something behind me. So yeah, we've got this arrived a couple of weeks ago, and all the way from Germany, no doubt. So yeah, have a look carefully. You might notice some people in there. So and yes, there is a story behind that, and it will come out with a story. And it does involve some t-shirts, and yes, I have got my t-shirt with it on, and yes, we will be wearing it as well. So yeah, so watch out for that. That'll be coming up certainly at the end of the month anyway. So we'll let you all know when that happens, and what's going to happen with that. A little bit of a teaser, if you wish. And what else have I got to tell you? Another little bit of a teaser of something that I'm going to be working on, especially in the winter months, and that involves these. What's these, do you think? Goodness me, yeah, what's these? Look, what can you see in there? Oh, I think you can see a hammer, a spanner, a wrench, another spanner, another hammer, a pair of pliers, all in what? 1/12 scale? Yeah, 1/12 scale. So, yeah, I'm going to be working on a diorama. It's actually the theme of a diorama that's already been made, but I'm going to make it bigger and I'm going to make it better. So, and so yeah, watch out for that in winter. I'm making plans now and buying little bits when I can afford them. So there's some tools there, and yeah, so, and it's going to involve a couple of 3 vehicles and a couple of figures and things like that. So I'll be on the lookout for some figures at 1/12 scale. I'll be on the lookout for a post box at 1/12 scale. I'll be on the lookout for a telephone box, red telephone box at 1/12 scale, and a couple of other things as well at 1/12 scale. I'll be looking for the future for the winter months. So yeah, and I'm going to be working on the special diorama that's going to be shown next year. So it does involve a bus, yes it does, and it certainly does, and it involves, you know, several other things as well, but I'll tell you more a bit later on. Okay, so that's a special diorama that I'm hoping to be working on during the winter months. Okay, so what else have we got now then? So let's have a quick look. Okay, and Horlix says, you misread my comment, he. Did I? I'm sorry. Oh, I think black, but you do what you want. The original, what would it look like? Okay, what would the original look like? So I do believe the original would have had, let's have a look. Have we got a, yeah, I think we've got a photograph here. Haha, that's the other side, isn't it? Right. I can actually find one on my iPad to show you, but it will take me a few minutes. But yeah, I can actually find you a photograph of the other side. I'm sure I can somewhere, which I will try and find now. I've got that many photographs, as you know. I've got thousands of photographs. That's because I take photographs of buses that I'm modding, such as the open top one, the East Yorkshire open top one, and what have you, and several others that have been. Okay, that one I'll do it, I think. So let's have a look. Okay, that one or that one or that one. Let's have a look. Well, let me change the camera and then we'll have a look at that, shall we? So the things you make me do, honestly. So webcam, there we go. So on the webcam, if you can see this one, so this is on my iPad, obviously. So the cab window we're looking at is this one here, and you probably can't tell very closely, but it does actually have a black surround, a matte black surround, and that's because it's in rubber. And you can tell that the front ones are actually white. So yeah, the front ones will be white, and that side one there will have a black rub around it. And it's just about the only one that does, because the others are all coloured around them. So yeah, so that's what it'll be. It'll be matte black. So good call, everybody. Good call. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. So, and yeah, I like including you as much as I can in the build, because obviously, you know, I want it to be as part of you as well. So if you are building this, you know, and then you've got some input in it as well. So, right, my mum says, good show. Thank you, ma'am. And hopefully we'll see you during the week. And then D. Harris says, agreed with Alex, stay original colours. Yeah, okay. And Horlix says, yeah, do the black then. Yeah, smiley face. Will look nice. Yeah, it will look nice, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, one of the things you've got to be careful of with these windows, just lost it now. Come on, where is it? Pick it up. Where's it gone? fancy losing the window. There we are. It's because it's that clear I can't see it. Once you've got to, one thing you've got to be careful of with these windows is that you get all the paint off them, so that the reverse side you don't actually see any of the red paint, because believe it or not, once you get another color paint on the outside of this, you can actually see from the other side if there's any red paint left on it. So yeah, you've got to be very careful and get the whole of the red paint off, or the whole of the paint off that you're getting on. So okay, right, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to be short and sweet tonight because obviously I've got something to look after and some things to do. And I'm going to pop my other banner on and say that if you haven't joined already, please join one of the Facebooks, and that's running down here. So, and I'm also going to say to you, for any mods that's you want for your ROUTEMASTER, such as the power mod, a dust cover, or a blue, yeah. Goodness me, it's just gone off my head now. So a blueprint picture of your ROUTEMASTER with all information on it, or several other things that it does, please get in touch with Ian Campbell at Partwork Upgrades, and that's in the description as well. partworkupgrades.com, and they do all sorts of other things for other models as well. So have a look at them guys on there. Then if you want some specialized stickers, streamers, or corner or front stickers for your ROUTEMASTER, get in touch with Peter Curtin, and his email is in the description below. And Peter Curtin, I think that's sdp.repro@gmail.com, and Peter will see to your pretty much every need of whatever you want sticker wise. Obviously there will be a cost involved, and because obviously he's got to set up printing and what have you, but he does do one-off ones sometimes. It's helped me and several others out in the group tremendously in the past with all sorts of stickers for your ROUTEMASTERs. So it's well worth getting in touch with Peter via email only, please. And as I say, that's in the description below. So, and then everybody else that's in our community, and we've got some lovely friends in the community. They're all in the description below. So you've got Geordie Dave, you've got Danno's Universe, you've got Yorkshire Crafter, you've got Jay's channel, you've got Horlix, you've got Max Modz, and several others in there in the description, and they're all within our community, and they've been ever so good to us recently. So thank you ever so much, guys. Much appreciated, especially taking over on several things that me and Christine's have been doing. So we will be about still, don't worry. Yeah, we will be about within the near future. As I say, this next week we'll have to take some time off because of what we're going to be doing, but just give us a bit more chance to recuperate and what have you. So, but all being well, the following week we'll be back up to speed, we hope. So anyway, we'll keep you informed as best we can. I can't go too much into detail, of course, because it's highly personal and private, but hope you can understand that. And thank you for your lovely messages to Christine as well, and myself. Really is appreciated. Thank you ever so much. So a couple more comments. Max Modz says, really enjoyed tonight, Dave. Thank you for your time, a time of need to entertain us. Yeah, yeah, we are here to entertain you. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? So yeah, and yeah, I used to watch that program many years ago. I used to love it as well. Yeah. And D. Harris says, I'll say good night, so Dave, pass on my best wishes on to Chris, and get well soon. Yeah, thank you ever so much for that, D. And thank you, Matt, for the nice comments, and everybody, because yeah, it really is appreciated. It really is. Thank you ever so much. So, right, without further ado, then we better end this little show, and I want to crack on with some painting if I can, and yeah, I want to try and get some bits and bobs done, and then I'll be back shortly, within a few days, hopefully, to show you what I've been up to. and give you another little update perhaps. Okay, so from me it's a good night. Take care all, and God bless, and thank you ever so much for your kind thoughts and prayers for Christine and myself, and we'll see you shortly on another stream sometime soon, we hope. Okay, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and good night everybody. Take care now. Bye bye.